just want the honeys with the blue faces, blue bottles, blue beamer, speed racer, money team, MVP, team player, ballin' like Steph Curry, let the green lay up. I just want the honeys with the blue faces, blue bottles, blue beamer, speed racer, money team.
Hello, it's your girl Angela Nixon here with Real Stuff No Fluff. I'm coming back to you guys. I've been gone for a little while because I was not well. So I'm feeling much better, thank you. And we're going to go over a question I received on YouTube. The question is, let's see what it says here. It says, hello, I'm trying to start a t-shirt business, so your videos have been extremely helpful. Thank you. Here's a few things that I would mind having you discuss. In doing research on Printful, I've heard that they can slow shipping times and occasionally quality control issues. I would like to know what your personal experience has been in regards to that. Well, with anybody that you use in print on demand, POD, you're going to have issues with shipping, and there will be some quality controls. Even if you have a Merch by Amazon account, your customers will receive a shirt that smells like vinegar. That's a lot of complaints. Or the print may not look as great as the next print does. So you will have that because machines do fail. So what I like to do, and what I have done because I've had these issues, is first I set a date, time. I always tell my customers I probably would make more money if I didn't do this, but I always set a time date. And that time date is 10 to 14 days or 12 to 14 days to receive your product. If it comes sooner, I look like a hero. If it does not, then there is an issue. And then we fight at those issues. And then I'm always paying attention to tracking and making sure that they get their products on time within that time frame. You will get customers who are like, hey, where's my stuff? And then I go and I say, due to the time frames that are in the write-ups, your stuff is still on board, on task of getting to you. We still have to such and such a date. And I do that a lot when I'm working on Etsy. I definitely put a 2-week time span on products that I'm shipping out on Etsy. And I do have customers who come and say, hey, where's my stuff? And it's only been 2 days after they ordered it. So my first advice is to set a time, a realistic time for your products to get to your customers. Now, here's another thing. To do that, I would make sure that you send something to yourself and kind of track that time frame that it took and add a couple of days for caution of error. Now, if the order comes in bad, what do we do? Well, when the order comes in bad, I tell the customers, let me know, send the shirt back, and I've had that problem, not necessarily with Printful, but other print on demands, I've had that issue. Send the shirt back. And then I examine the shirt and then I say, give me, and I give them another set time that I will send them a new shirt or a refund. So here's the caution. A rule of caution is when I'm setting my price, remember I told you guys, do not be cheap. Well, in case of error and me making money, that's why I price my shirts at the price that I do. At $24.99, if there is an error, I'm able to pay for the shirt that costs $8.95. See? So if there's an error that goes wrong, I can cover that. And I have the funds to cover, because you always want to put aside a third of your money that you make to the side to cover errors. So I choose the $8.95 shirt that includes print on Printful. I charge $24.95. I even charge them the shipping, so that's covered. So the profit is what we have, and if there is an error in the profit, we have set-asides that we can use to cover that issue. When you're looking to place orders during holiday times, I put a longer date time. So it needs to be, I would put a 20-day date so they can order in time frame. I think some people who order online have an understanding of that. For example, if you order something from China, and I'm going to show you things that I've ordered from China, which is print on demand that I have, you already know that's going to take 20, 30 days to get to you because of customs. So some people who have ordered understand this. People who have Amazon Prime may not get it. But that's when you have an account with Merch by Amazon. And Merch by Amazon will ship out your shirts in 2 days. If you have a KDP account, same thing. You could get a book in the next day. So, and we'll talk about those things as well in the future. So let's see what the next question was here. All right. So, has any of your customers ever complained about shipping time or the print being messed up and on items that they have received? Yes, and yes. They have complained. And at that time, I just try to fan it out, figure out what can we do to make it better. Sometimes I give them a shirt for free. It depends on the mood and where I'm at, and how mean or bad they come. Because some people really understand. I'm sorry it came to you that way. I will fix it. I didn't know that my employees, because think about Printful is your employees, right? I didn't know employees send it out like that. We'll have to improve on our quality control. Say what you have to say to get your point across to make sure that they will get good customer service. All right. And just tell them, what can I do to make this better for you? Ask the customer that, and I'm sure you'll get a good answer, and you guys can resolve the issues. I've resolved issues and never had any problems when I help resolve them. Okay. I would like to know if you have ever ordered children apparel through Printful, and if so, what shirts you recommend. Okay. Never ordered children's clothing through Printful. I started to do clothing. I started a website called Melanin Kids, and I'm cautious about that. And I didn't really launch it too much. I moved it now with my Instagram to more books, children books, than children clothing, because children clothing is a very hard thing. As an adult, for a fact, as an adult, when you order that shirt, that's going to fit me, especially if you know branding, you bought your clothes, cool. With children, that's a hard look, because especially if your grandma ordering something, you're not sure if little Johnny or little Susie can fit that. So I kind of stay away from that. If I was to do anything children, I would do like maybe the onesies or the bibs, because onesies are easy to fit the babies, because everyone has the idea, oh, my baby is a little chunk, my baby's a little small. So that's easy fit. And then the bibs, you tie the bibs on. But children t-shirt clothing or even the leggings, I'm going to stay away from that. I mean, you can test it out, but children, just as adults, they come in different sizes and shapes and things like that. So unless you have little ones, you can test that on them, different sizes on them. And it says here, lastly, I would like to know what platforms you have your Printful accounts integrated with. The platforms, and that is the last question, is Etsy, which I love. And we will do an Etsy account. I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to connect Printful to Etsy. And I have done WooCommerce. And I have to see if I have a client that wants to apply WooCommerce to their Etsy. I do have one when I do help with websites and I teach websites. That's coming up next. Too, there's a lot, guys, we can do when it comes to passive income and having resources that are not going to, take your pockets away. So we will cover those things. But yeah, like if you have a WordPress account, I have where it's connected to Printful. And definitely I use Shopify. And if you go to my website, tshirtflavor.com, I use Printful as my platform. I use some other POD sites as my platform as well. So there you have it. I hope I answered all those questions. If there's something that I forgot, please let me know. Hit me up and I'll make sure that I get it. But once again, thank you guys for visiting Real Stuff No Fluff. I'm your girl. You guys have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.